Welcome to PVT Express News. Subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any new videos. And now, here's today's content. 2 years ago, a quiet television premiere turned into something far louder than anyone expected. When You Are More Beautiful Than Starlight first aired, it didn't arrive with overwhelming hype or record-breaking anticipation. And yet, almost overnight, it became impossible to ignore. At the center of that surge were two familiar faces, Songyun and Kai. They were already popular on their own. But together? Something clicked. Not just on screen, but in the minds of millions watching. When fiction feels too real. From the very beginning, their chemistry didn't feel manufactured. It felt effortless. The kind of connection that blurs the line between acting and reality. Audiences weren't just watching a romance unfold, they were believing it. And once that belief took root, it spread fast. A glance held a second too long became meaningful. A shared laugh in an interview became proof. Even the smallest, most accidental interactions were dissected frame by frame, as if hidden messages were waiting to be uncovered. Fans weren't just viewers anymore. They became investigators. The birth of a collective fantasy. As the drama gained momentum, so did the narrative beyond it. On short video platforms, edits began circulating, carefully stitched clips that transformed ordinary moments into compelling evidence of a real-life relationship. These videos didn't just go viral, they dominated feeds, racking up millions of views within days. Some fans analyzed eye contact like scientists studying data. Others compared outfits across events, searching for matching accessories. A few even calculated physical distance between them during public appearances, convinced that proximity revealed intimacy. Piece by piece, a parallel story formed. A secret romance. A low-key relationship. A love carefully hidden from the public eye. It was detailed. Convincing. Emotional. There was only one problem. It was never confirmed. When the screen goes dark. Ironically, the end of the drama wasn't the end of the story, it was the beginning of the real test. Because when the final episode aired, reality stepped back in. There was no official announcement. No follow-up collaborations. No subtle hints on social media. Nothing. Songyun returned to her steady, grounded career path. She continued choosing roles carefully, reinforcing her reputation as a reliable, skilled actress. Her approach was calm, calculated, and consistent, focused on longevity rather than noise. Meanwhile, Kai entered a different phase entirely. He began shifting his image. Instead of staying within the comfort zone of romantic leads, he explored more complex, layered characters. It was a deliberate move, one that signaled growth, but also risk. Transitioning from being liked to being respected is never easy, and it often comes with uncertainty. And just like that, their paths began to drift apart. The silence that said everything. From 2025 to 2026, one word defined their connection. Silence. No shared appearances. No interactions. No indirect mentions. For a pairing once so tightly linked in the public imagination, this absence was impossible to ignore. And strangely, it spoke louder than any statement ever could. In an industry where successful on-screen couples are often reunited quickly to capitalize on their popularity, their lack of a second collaboration felt deliberate. Not dramatic like a breakup. Not explicit like a denial. but somehow, even more convincing. Not a love story, a crossroads. At first glance, their missed connection seems peaceful. No scandals. No conflict. No negativity. But beneath that calm surface lies something more fundamental. A difference in direction. In the entertainment world, every role is more than just a project, it's a statement about the future. And the choices actors make are rarely accidental. For Tansongyun, the strategy is clear: stability, consistency, and long-term credibility. She understands her strengths: relatable charm, emotional depth, and a strong audience base, and she builds on them carefully. She doesn't need fleeting trends or couple hype to stay relevant. She's playing the long game. For Sukai, however, staying the same would be the real risk. Reinvention isn't optional, it's necessary. To grow, he has to challenge expectations, even if that means facing criticism or temporary setbacks. One seeks stability. The other seeks transformation. Neither is wrong. But together, they no longer align. The psychology of what if. And yet, despite everything, the silence, the distance, the lack of confirmation, people still talk about them. Why? Because unfinished stories are the hardest to let go of. Human nature resists ambiguity. When there's no clear beginning or ending, the mind fills in the gaps, creating its own version of the truth. Some believe they were once in love, but timing pulled them apart. Others think it was purely marketing, an illusion amplified by fans. And some settle somewhere in between: maybe there was something, just not enough to last. None of these versions are proven. And that's exactly why they endure. More than just two people. What makes this story linger isn't just the possibility of romance, it's what it represents. For many viewers, You Are More Beautiful Than Starlight wasn't just a drama. It was a moment in time. The excitement of new episodes. The late-night discussions. The hope that something beautiful could exist both on and off screen. So when people revisit the idea of Tansongyun and Sukai, they're not just revisiting a ship. They're revisiting a feeling. The truth, or something close to it. In the entertainment industry, going public is rarely just about emotion. It's strategy, timing, and risk management all intertwined. So what does it mean when there's never confirmation? Maybe the relationship was real, but handled with extreme caution. Or maybe it never existed beyond the screen. Between those two possibilities, time tends to lean one way. 2 years of complete silence isn't accidental. It's consistent. Intentional. Controlled. From a business perspective, it suggests separation. And yet, paradoxically, that same distance keeps the story alive. Because silence leaves space. No denial means imagination survives. No confirmation means hope never fully disappears. And maybe that's the point. In the end, the question isn't whether they were ever truly together. It's why we wanted them to be. Why we held on to small details. Why we built a story out of fragments. Why, even now, we still wonder. Maybe the answer doesn't matter as much as we think. Because this story, real or not, gave people something genuine. Hope. Excitement. A little bit of heartbreak. And sometimes, those emotions feel more real than the truth itself. Please join the discussion. Feel free to leave comments. Welcome to my channel. Thank you all.